Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sense of Humor podcast, where we talk anything pop culture or anything that interests us. My name is Tyler, or Multimite, and my co host, Travis, or the Phantom Voyager.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Sorry, I wanted to test something because I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to test something because
Oh, okay.
perfect.
Okay,
Okay,
sweet.
as
Awesome.
far as I can tell, like, how do I sound? Like, I was told the new mic sounds great, but
It does sound more clear,
okay, that's
more understandable.
awesome
Yeah.
to hear, honestly. So, yeah, it's no longer my headset mic. I got an actual microphone. So,
Oh,
hopefully,
okay.
yeah, it sounds way better than what I had. Sorry, it has a mic, or it has like the little arm thing too. So, I'm trying to like adjust it so it's like not right in my face and I'm not like super loud, but loud enough where
Oh,
people can hear me.
yeah, I got you.
Perfect. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm adjusting my notes because, yes, I actually did notes, even though it's not like a huge topic or anything. But let's start with small talk. So, how has your week been? How's it been going?
I am down to 1 week left of work.
Nice.
Um, it's exciting, also nerve-wracking because, the job's gonna be done and over with, and I won't have one and nothing to do for a week, for 2 weeks. So it's gonna be pretty boring, but I got to stream. I got to stream or play some games for my content or my not my I'm the content creator for my fans out there. So
Yeah, and
that'll be
there you
exciting.
go. Get on the grind, start building up a following, and, work your way to the top. And who knows, maybe that will become your career. Like we all want, honestly. Like, just sounds like the dream.
He's gonna be pretty interesting. Definitely new, but other than that, just work, I guess, just constantly working. Nothing major has happened in my life recently, so just packing and moving stuff, that's all.
No, that's fair. Any pop culture announcements or
I'm waiting for. I don't have Disney Plus, but I plan on getting it probably once I move down there. But I'm excited, even though I probably can't see it until I get one. But Noir comes out, so I'm gonna be excited for when that comes out.
oh, that'll
Um,
that'll be on Amazon
oh, okay,
or
then yeah, no, I can watch it.
yeah, cuz I don't think Disney technically has the rights to that. So it's whatever Sony's putting it on.
Okay, then yeah, no, I'm very excited about that then. Um, Other than that, I'm excited because Scream comes out, the seventh one comes out, I
Comes
believe
out
it's the 27th.
I was going to say it comes out or that means it came out yesterday.
Yeah. So like my girl and I, we plan on just like our first day of not having a job like at all. We're gonna go just like hang out, try to spend as less amount of money as we can, just hang out, spend time outside in the world or whatever in the city, and then eventually at the end of the day we're gonna go see that movie. So I'm excited to see that.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that sounds like a ton of fun. And yeah, honestly, that sounds like a nice break. Like one of these days, and a couple of my coworkers have already done it because they're all tired of our current managers' BS. But like, I had one friend who literally took a whole week off, like used all his PTO just to have a week to himself because he's just so over it, and I don't blame him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I would honestly, yeah.
So that's where I'm kind of at work wise, but yeah, no, I definitely want to do something like that. That sounds like almost like a recharge. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would love something like that. Um let's see. I mean, in terms of like, uh, sorry, hang on.
Well, no, you're good, don't worry.
In terms of pop culture, I've been rewatching a lot of the Marvel stuff, obviously. Like, been rewatching a lot of the MCU, been watching some MCU I haven't watched yet. Like, I finished the entire Loki series, so watched season
Oh,
2, and
oh,
I
oh, oh.
loved it. I
Good,
I
good, good,
loved
good, good,
that
good, good.
finale. That was super cool. I rewatched Moon Knight recently. There's a ton of stuff I've been like rewatching. I've rewatched No Way Home. Like I've been watching it all in release date. Like I know there's a way to watch it in chronological or release
Mm-hmm.
date order. I've just been watching in release date order because that's how I know it and
Yeah.
everything. But yeah, no, it's been kind of a blast that way. I tried. I want to emphasize this. I tried watching Miss Marvel. I can't do
Yeah.
it, bro. I
Ugh.
can't. I'm
No,
sorry.
I've seen it once and I could never do it again.
I want it to be a good show. I really do. But the first episode just made me cringe into my torso. I'm sorry. I'm sorry everyone that loves that show, but holy crap, I can't stand it. Like I know she's technically a part of our generation. I would even consider it like a generation below us, but
Yeah.
it's like if that's really how our generation is, man, I cringe at our own generation cuz holy crap, like it's so bad. Like
Oh yeah.
I don't want to hate it. That's the other thing is like I find Miss Marvel a potential like I really liked her in the Marvel Avengers game, which I don't know if many people remember because it kind of flopped. But
Yeah. I
yeah, I enjoyed her in that, even though the like stretching looked weird in that, and I think they changed it for the show, which made it look a little bit better. So it's unfortunate that it's like a weird mix of like, you know, the effects look great in the show, but the yeah, I can't stand like how they did her character. I don't even blame the actress. Like the actress seems fine. I think she fits the role, but like the way they scripted everything, like and I get it's probably to cater to like our generation, but they did it in such a way that it's too down to earth, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's too much like us. Whereas like, most characters we strive to be like. Whereas yeah, Cap or Miss Marvel was just yeah. I don't know. I don't mean to just harp on Miss Marvel my whole uh start of this and everything, but like I don't know. I again I wish I didn't have to or I mean I don't have to, but what I mean is like I wish I liked the show, but I don't. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go through and try other shows though that I haven't watched. Like I haven't watched Agatha all along. I haven't watched Ironheart yet. So I'm gonna try a couple of those shows, give them my honest opinion. I'll even rewatch She-Hulk. I know a lot of people didn't like that one. I didn't hate it, but compared to Miss Marvel, I could actually stand She-Hulk. So,
Yeah.
but
Like I've started Agatha. I wanted to watch more. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember why I stopped. I probably had a valid reason, but
See, and that's the other problem too is like a lot of shows have a hard time drawing me in. Like the fact that Moon Knight is not getting a season 2, I'm still so livid about, bro. Like
hmm
I loved the first season. It was not perfect. I will admit that, but like the way that they made me like Stephen Grant and Mark Spector's characters just so quickly and how I loved their like little dynamic and how they kind of grew as characters. Like I love it, even though they're the same person too. Like that's the awesome part is like Oscar Isaac's performance was so great that I could actually tell them apart as two different characters. Like And it all really comes down to voice acting more than anything. Like
Oh yeah.
obviously his like actions as a person too, but like oh my gosh, he did such a great job, and I applaud him for that. And I did read up though, although they are not continuing the show, they are continuing the character. So we might see him in other shows. We might see him in movies. I'm hoping we'll see him in Doomsday or Secret Wars at least. And I really want to see more Moon Knight, especially like the way that they, like, as much as I'd love to see a more comic accurate suit for him, I love his MCU suit a lot too. Like they did a really good job for making me like his MCU suit cuz like they made it very Egyptian and it just fits it
Mm-hmm.
so well.
It also looked like it was like real fabric and cloth that like wrapped around, and it didn't look all CGI. Like it looked natural, and it looked like a real suit. I mean, it probably was a real suit, but like it felt like it was really from like the god. Like it was really like the god's like suit. I don't know. You know what I mean? I hope I
Yeah,
catch what
yeah, I
Okay.
understand what you're saying. And then same with Mr. Knight. I loved Mr. Knight's suit. Like even though simplistic, I love like how he's just in a suit and tie and then he's rocking like a mask with glowing eyes, like just super cool. And then of course they tease Jake Lockley at the end and then that's the only time we ever see him. Like obviously he was throughout the whole show like being the mass murderer that he is, but and that's what I wanted to explore more was like see more of Jake Lockley, but obviously we'll probably not see that um connection or uh character as delved
Development.
into. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but I think the only unfortunate thing with Jake Lockley is he doesn't really have his own specific Moon Knight suit. I think one thing that they could do to like separate him from Mark and um Steven is make his suit a lot like Mark's, so like just kind of like the normal Moon Knight suit, but then like put some black accents in it, like his classic comic book suit. Like I think that's probably the closest we can to keep it different, but also um
At the same.
yeah, keep it Jake Lockley because I'm pretty sure Jake Lockley shares the same suit as Mark does. So, but like Stephen Grant has Mr. Knight, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
but that is well, okay. Actually, I'm excited for my branding. I so it's staying multi-mite. I want to clarify. I've made up my mind on that. It's staying multi-mite, but I'm just doing a little redesign to make it look more unique. So like it'll still undeniably be me, but I changed up the design so it's a little bit more me as well. Like it's more unique and he looks like a different character. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm excited for that reveal. I'll probably post it on my socials, and then it'll
I'll have to
obviously.
keep a notification on for that one.
I'm excited. Um, but today's topic, because again, even though written down like notes and stuff, it's not like super revolutionary. It's not super like in detail. But it is Marvel themed, but it's also Marvel game themed. Now, I know you haven't played this
Mm-hmm.
in a little bit. We haven't played together in a while with it. But Marvel Rivals, I've been thinking about this game for a while, and I thought we would do something fun and make a Marvel Rivals wish list. So, what I mean by that is seeing different characters, different cosmetics, different maps, and etc. Like, I think there's a lot they could do with that game because, like, whereas Overwatch they have to complete like completely different new characters from scratch. With Marvel, they can literally just pull from the comic books or the shows or whatever and bring that character to life through the game. And that's kind of what I did. That's what most of my notes are is my wish list for um like what they could add to the game. And
Okay.
what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take turns going over. I think we'll start with characters, and it may take up the whole time, but I wanted to go over what character we want, what class we think they'd play, and then like maybe some of the abilities they have. Like not super in depth because obviously there's a lot of characters to get through, and I also want to see if there's any characters that we have together. I'm sure we do. Like I know for a fact that we do have like characters that we both probably want together. So but I wrote down a huge list, and I'll check them off as we go through them, obviously. But yeah. So, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Um, I can try to go first.
Alrighty, let's hear
Um,
it.
so character first. I don't know. Okay, so here's my thing. I love Marvel Rivals, and I haven't played it enough to memorize every single character on there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't believe Ghost Rider's on there.
Nope, he is
And
not, but he is on my
okay,
list, so I
so
agree.
yep, yep. I want Ghost Rider, and like a special ability would be like for him to pull out his chopper or something, do something to regard his bike, or like he could, I don't know, like throw fireballs or something for like an ultimate or something like that. I don't know.
I agree. I think that would be a perfect ultimate for him specifically because, like, I thought about this two ways, and the second way I didn't like as much. So the first way is obviously what you're saying, like he's kind of an on the ground character, like most characters. And
Yep.
then his super would be pulling out his bike and then driving around. Maybe like his whip is like a single kill, like it's like a single hit kill. And then for the um, let's see. I don't know. The second thing was if he stayed on his bike the whole time, but I think that would be so dumb. Like I know he's called Ghost Rider, but I don't think it would look good
No,
personally.
I feel like it would, like if he's on the bike, it'll look weird because it can't, like I feel like it can't be able to go too fast, or else like you can go from one side of the map immediately to the other and deal damage and puppy guard. But then at the same time, if it goes too slow, it'll just look weird with him slowly riding a bike across the whole map. But
Exactly. And I mean, it's not terrible, but it's like, yeah, like I just don't know if they would be able to pull it off. So, but yeah,
yeah.
Ghost Rider is definitely up there for me. All right. So my first one is Ant-Man. So I would
Hmm.
love for him to obviously be like, oh yeah, we forgot. So for Ghost Rider, do you think he's gonna be a tank or Vanguard? I think they call it a duelist or damage, or specialist or healer.
Um. Well, considering his whole thing is like vengeance and, like I feel like he would have to be along the lines of definitely a damage. I don't
Yeah,
know about healing as much, but probably like close, not like tank, but like close to tank. If that makes any sense.
I would agree. I would say damage tank. Maybe, but yeah, no, I definitely think damage makes more sense for him. I know there is a lot of damage heroes out there, but I think that one makes the most sense for sure. And then, yeah, so mine was Ant Man. So for Ant Man, I think he's also going to be a duelist or damage. Um, I think obviously his side ability would be like shrinking, but then I think his ultimate should be him growing into Giant Man and like being able to step on enemy players or like anytime he takes a step it sends out a shockwave that like stuns them or something. So
Oh, that'd be nice.
yeah, I think Ant Man would be a fun addition. I'd also like it for it to be Hank Pym. Like I know a lot of people love Scott Lang, but personally I like the original. So
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say keep it original, yeah.
yeah stick with Ant Man or with Scott or
Hank.
Hank Pym. Yep, Henry Pym. Henry Pym. Alrighty. So,
This one.
or go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say like this one would be a little like different because I feel like normally you like I probably wouldn't pick a character like this, but I think Peggy Carter would be kind of cool, like a female variant of. I mean, she
Hmm.
is a female variant of Captain America, but like I think it would be just be cool to see Peggy Carter in the game. I don't really know.
Interesting.
I mean, obviously be kind of weird because I mean, like she's like Captain America, so she would have the same abilities as Captain America, but I don't know how they would separate it to make it unique.
Yeah, no, I thought about that kind of same scenario as you did, like trying to think of characters that were different enough to where they could be their own character, but like they would be unmistakably very similar to their counterparts. So, and I do not have Peggy Carter on my list, so that's a good pick.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I mean, it could either be her Shield Agent version, but that would be interesting because she'd have to have time traveled like Steve did, which is a total possibility, or like you said, it could be Captain Carter. But I think Captain Carter would be a good skin for Captain America because, like they did with Loki, they added a Lady Loki skin. So, like, it's a variant of Loki, but it's not like the original Loki. And I feel like they could do that with a lot of the characters. Like they could probably give Spider-Man a Spider Gwen skin or maybe even a Mayday Parker skin. Like stuff like that I think could work in terms of like I don't want to say gender swapping because they are their own characters, but like to have different variants of said type of characters. So that way they can still have the same abilities, but different looks and different cosmetics and different feels for the characters. So,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's super cool. All right, my second one, obviously, I have to follow up with Ant Man, is going to be Wasp. I think she'd make a great healer. And kind of like Hank, like she has the ability to shrink. She never really has an ability to grow. So I think she would just like only shrink, and then I think she would be a healer. Like, because she has her Sting Blast, and it could either damage enemies or heal allies. I think that would be a little fun duality of her ability. So, and then she can fly, whereas Ant Man can't, unless maybe give Ant Man the ability to fly when he shrinks, and then like him hop on like the flying ant. Or
Hmm.
I totally forgot about this ability that would work great for Ant Man is him summoning ants. Obviously, I feel like that would be a good ability for him, whether it's a side or his ultimate. Um, so yeah, I would put Wasp as a healer, Ant Man as a damage, and then we decided Ghost Rider as a damage, or did we decide tank?
Damage.
Damage. Okay. So yeah, damage, damage, healer. Alrighty, you are up, my friend.
All right. Well, I am going to pick Professor X.
I have him on my list. So he would be an interesting one. Let's talk about this one.
Yeah, so I picked him because I can see him being like a healer. I can see him like rolling around in the wheelchair, healing people. Like if regards to like if he had to do damage, he could definitely like I guess like play a mind game on an opponent and it'll like stun them for like 20 like 10 seconds or whatever or something like that. So like he has a stunning ability. I don't know what he would have towards damage, but he's definitely a healer for me personally.
I agree. I think he would make a great healer, just like how he's always portrayed as like the kind, sweet mentor in most media. I don't know if the comics exactly follow that, but like from Patrick Stewart's version, it's always been like the gentle, like
Karen.
approach character, yeah. And then he I wonder if they would do his like X-Men TV show hover thing instead of like his wheelchair,
Mm.
because I feel like that would make more sense in terms of like the gameplay. Because seeing a man roll in a wheelchair, I'd feel like I'd feel bad doing damage to someone like him, and that makes me wonder
Nah.
if they would even like add him. Is like, would that be offensive, or would that be like, I don't know. But like, he was on my list because I did think the same thing as you. Like, I think he would be a great healer. I love the X-Men characters, so I think it makes sense for them to be in there. Um, Especially since we don't have as many as I'd like. Like, I mean, obviously we have
Hmm.
characters like Wolverine and Rogue and Gambit and all those really cool ones, but there's still a lot of them that I want to see. Um, but I'm going to shift things, and I'm now going to do a villain because we've done a couple of heroes, but we haven't done any villains yet. So, one I thought of, and bear with me, a lot of people, because I am a Spider Man biased, I think Green Goblin would be a cool villain to add. And honestly, I think he would be a great healer. I think his movement would be on his glider. So, like, I think that would be perfect because Spider Man could be a counter to him, and then his pumpkin bombs would release gas, which would either do damage to enemies or heal allies. I think that could be a little fun thing. And then maybe like he has like a rocket that shoots from his glider, or like maybe he can hop off his glider and summon it like he did or tried to with Toby's Spider-Man and like ram it into somebody. Like something
Don't
like
make the
that.
mistake.
Yeah, exactly. So like I think that could be cool. I would love to see, cuz that's the one thing I love about Marvel Rivals is the way they design the characters. Like they're just so good at making unique designs. Like as much
Mhm.
as I crave the original designs, I can appreciate like Deadpool's design. I love Spider-Man, but I think Deadpool's Rivals design is the best design. Like I just love how toony, but also like very like it's just such a good design. I love it
It's
so
so
much.
there's so much realism to it, and I like it.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's super cool. Like it's almost like an anime kind of style they went with, and I love it. So I definitely appreciate it. So sorry, I'm moving my chair.
Oh,
But
no, you're good.
but yeah, so what do you got for us?
All right. You did villain, I'm gonna do villain. Now, this villain has always been a favorite of mine as a child. Um, I don't really know too much, but like I know enough to like him. Scorpion.
I
I do
have him
choose
on my
Scorpion.
list. I agree.
I I choose I like it's kind of like with the same thing that you talked about where he would be like damage, like you can shoot poison, but like since he's everyone always knows when you play like a game like Overwatch or a game like that, usually typically green is like a color of healing. Um, so like he can have an ability to like release like a green gas or green some type of toxin or whatever to heal his group, but also at the same time he can damage other people. I'm not trying to copy. I'm just trying to say it the best way I can towards like cuz like I don't know how else to like what else he could be like. He could just be just straight damage
See,
because
and
he is
that's
Scorpion.
actually where I was leading to. I was thinking he would make a great damage or tank. The reason being is I think his poison would be cool if there was a way where like he could shoot puddles out, and it would be like if people walked over it, they slowly get that poisoning effect. So like he can leave puddles of poison behind. I think that would be kind of a cool like side ability for his. Um and then like I think another one could be like wrapping them around with his tail, and then obviously I think his tail should be his like main damage attack, and like maybe he does like right punch, left punch, and then tail, and then every third punch is adds poison effect to people. So I think that could be fun, especially if they design him right. So yeah, no, I did put Scorpion down as well. But yeah, no, I'm gonna disagree with healer though, but I do like what you were saying because yeah, it's very similar to how I pictured Green Goblin, but I think that's great because again, like I want people to like basically if anyone watches this episode and you guys love Marvel Rivals like we do, I want you guys to put your opinions on the characters we bring up, or even bring up characters we may not have brought up. Because I do have a huge list, and we probably won't get through all of them, but I would love to see people's opinions on what we have. And a lot of them are Spider Man based, but, or at least villain wise, because I think Spider Man has the best villains gallery of all the superheroes, but, that's, again, probably just my Spider Man biased, but so I'm gonna shift it back to heroes. I'm gonna do Falcon. Falcon would be fun. I loved his dynamic with Cap in the movies. I heard they had a great dynamic in the comics as well. I need to read more comics to get up to that point because I actually want to see more Falcon comics because I loved Falcon as a character. I even like his Captain America. I wouldn't say I love it compared to like Steve Rogers, but I definitely appreciate it, especially after rewatching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I love Sam.
Mm.
Like I love Sam's character and I want to see more of him. I'm excited to see him in Doomsday and I would love to see Falcon in Rivals a lot. Obviously, he'd have flying. I think one of his abilities would be throwing his feathers, like metal feathers. Maybe that would be his ranged attack. And then I think Red Wing would be like a sonar thing. So, like, you can go around scanning the area and, like, marking enemies and stuff. So you can see him behind walls and whatnot. Like, something like that. I think Falcon could be a fun character. I would put him as damage but again, I think the devs could probably come up with something better. I don't know. I don't want to completely sway to damage because personally, out of the three Deadpools, Heal Pool is my favorite version of Deadpool. Like I main the Heal Pool when it comes to healers, and I really like
Mm.
playing Loki as well. So, um, but that's what I got for heroes again. What do you got?
Um, let's see. I will go with. I'll go with tank this time. I haven't done a
Ooh,
tank yet.
okay.
Uh, I'm gonna go with Juggernaut. Juggernaut would be
Juggernaut.
kind of cool.
Nice,
Cause
nice,
like
nice.
cause you can already break walls in the game just by shooting them. But I think it would be cool or funny if like his ultimate was him rampaging through a wall, and if his
Yep.
character hits you, it stuns you. Plus you lose a little bit of damage. I think that would be cool. He could do like a jumping shockwave. Um, like I don't
Kind
know,
of
like just
stun
like
people.
yeah, just like stun a small radius around your character. Obviously, he would punch, which would do a lot, but yeah.
I agree. Um, I'm gonna do a tank as well then. So I'm gonna say Thanos. Thanos would be a
Mhm.
phenomenal tank. And although we
Yeah.
have him kind of downgraded because like Doom's gonna be the next big bad. And for clarification, Doom is not on this list because from what I've heard, he is officially confirmed to be coming to the game, but he's not
Uh,
coming till December, which is when Doomsday releases, which I think is a perfect time to release him. So we will see Doom at some point, but I'll do the next big bad and do Thanos. So Thanos, obviously tank. I mean, he takes on the freaking Hulk by himself. Takes on like pretty much all the Avengers by himself. So yeah, no, I gotta put Thanos up there. And then his super ability, I think it would be super cool if he had like a radius ability where like he snaps his fingers and whoever's in that radius gets disintegrated. Like that would be kind of cool. But yeah, that's my pick for and or sorry, uh, villain tank. So yeah,
okay. Okay. Um. hmm. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this one. You already know he's one of my favorites. I'm gonna choose Angel. I
He is
think
on my
that just
list.
recently. Yeah, I just think I don't know, like being able to play one of my I I say all these characters are my favorite because I just love Marvel, man. It's just how it is, you know. But like Angel has always been up there. Ever since I saw him in the X-Men movies growing up, I'm just like, yeah, that's my dude. Like he's sick, he's cool. I don't know, I just always like bonded with that character. So to be able to see him in a game would be really cool, especially Marvel Rivals, which is a very fun game. So, I don't. I feel like most of the Marvel characters can be damage though, and I don't want to keep just choosing damage, but I don't know how else to categorize certain characters. Um, let's see, what could he do? He could do like a whirlwind ability, like with his wings or something, or like if he like he could spin really quick and like I don't know, stun or I don't know, man. This is a lot. Why did you do this? This is so hard.
It really is. Like it so Deadpool makes a joke about it in his own like showcase when he was like first released. So I could definitely see how the devs have to like come up with what character they're doing, come up with what abilities they have, balance those abilities, and then like design the character himself. Like I could definitely appreciate for like all they do for like making the game cuz I
Oh
could
yeah.
never. Like
No.
I couldn't balance any of these characters. And the fact that like the Marvel character list is pretty much infinite. Like they're gonna probably they'll never like I'm hoping Marvel Rivals ends up like Overwatch, but instead it like keeps on going just because they can add whoever from wherever whenever. Like it's just I don't know.
It's just an endless pool. Like there's no way they can run out.
Yeah. And honestly, we don't have to go into detail of some characters,
Okay.
especially if you can't come up with ideas. Because, like, again, I don't blame you. Like, from what I can remember, yeah, all Angel really has is his wings, but he does no combat, I think. So, yeah, like, it would definitely be hard to come up with a play style, especially with similar characters like Vulture and Falcon and, like, all the winged characters. Like I think that's the only problem and issue that I feel like the devs will run into if they ever decide to do more than just like one of those characters, you know. But I will again copy you. I will do an X-Men good guy, and I'm gonna go with my personal favorite because he's not in the game yet. Is Nightcrawler. I love Nightcrawler.
Mm.
I love his design, especially his comic book design. I love his suit. I love his personality. I love um like how like close he is to his religion and like despite him looking like a demon like he believes he's like a descendant of God and everything like I love that about his character is he doesn't look at the negative part or he doesn't even look at himself as a negative. He looks at himself as like he was designed the way he was because that's the way he is. So,
Yeah.
get out.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of as soon as you told me what the idea and the topic was, I was like, yeah, he's gonna choose. He's gonna choose him.
Oh,
I just
yeah, no.
know.
I love Nightcrawler and I really hope they add him at some point cuz he's such a cool character. They could even make his damage attack his swords and I would like him as either a healer or tank. Or sorry, not healer or tank. Healer or damage. I would love for them to see what they could do with him as a healer cuz again, like I'm starting to enjoy playing healer. So, I would love if they somehow managed to make him a healer for the for that character. So
Okay. Um, is Sabretooth in it yet, or is he not in it?
he is not in it yet,
Okay, cool. Then I want Sabretooth.
and he is
I
actually
want I
not
want
on my list. So that's a good pick.
Because I want like brother on brother. Not I don't want to okay. I don't want to sound like a sadistic person, but like I want brother on brother like rivalry. Because like that's just their big thing. They've always like for goodness sake, Sabretooth made Logan hate his own birthday because every birthday his brother tries to kill him every year. So like it's kind of just I don't know. I just want to see it. I want to be able to like. I feel like even though they're like enemies, they could still be a duo team up.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like Spider-Man and Venom in a way. Like Venom absolutely hates Spidey's guts. Like Spider-Man doesn't necessarily hate Venom, but like he doesn't love him either. He just
Yeah.
understands that Eddie's kind of like in a dark place, so but good pick cuz I did not have that one on my list. Um okay, so I'm going to pick from another character that I like, or rather a character related to a character that I like. So Captain America is in the game, and like you,
Hmm.
he needs his counterpart. I think we need Red Skull in the game. So I think Red Skull would be
Oh,
super cool. I would love a lot of the Hydra villains to be in there, honestly. I'm not going to bring them up just yet, or if we even get to them, but Red Skull is definitely one of them. I would love Red Skull. I would love to see how they decide to design him as well, because, like, they could either go, like, flesh, like, completely melted off his face, like they did in, the movie. I mean, in most iterations, but, like, what I mean is they could either make it look like a mask or they could actually make it look detailed and like freaky and stuff. And I'm actually interested in how they would design him a lot. I feel like his main weapon would probably be like a pistol or something, just like typical Red Skull. And then, yeah, obviously, I think he would like do damage and whatnot. In terms of what he would be, though, I'm gonna say damage or tank because Cap is also a tank, and Red Skull's
mhm.
supposed to be as strong as Cap. So I think it'd be, yeah, it would either be damage or tank. So I think that would be a
Okay.
fun one.
I would like to see that. I think that'd be cool to have those two like kind of like obviously like Green Goblin and Spider-Man. So like having their counterparts in there. I
I
think
was
that'd
gonna
be kind
say
of
they're
sick.
nemesis basically in the game.
Yeah.
Although, okay, so there has been debate. When I was younger, I thought Spider Man's nemesis was Venom. Then, as I grew older, I thought it was more so Green Goblin, like he literally kills Gwen Stacy. And then, as I grew even older, now the debate is it um is it Doc Ock? Like, cause Doc Ock's done a lot of bad stuff to Spidey as well. Like, I mean, there's literally a comic where he steals Peter's body and lets him die within his own crippling body. So like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of debate on like who Spidey's actual nemesis is, but
I feel
yeah,
like it's Fisk, honestly, because I feel like Fisk is everyone's, but
I
like
feel
Spider-Man,
like
because like Fisk it bothers everybody, but it's Fisk, so I don't know.
I
I don't
feel
know.
like over the years, it's Fisk has slowly become Daredevils though. But I do love
Yeah.
Fisk as Spider-Man's villain too. Like I love him as both. So
Okay. Well, I don't mean to go here, but you brought up Red Skull. So, what better to bring up than someone he's killed? So I'm gonna choose Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
Black Widow's in the game.
Dang it. Fine, her sister.
Oh, Yelena?
Yeah, lovely Elena.
I do love Yelena's character. I think she would be interesting, especially if they make her the White Widow, as they've kind
Hmm.
of portrayed her as. But or like the next Black Widow. Like either way, like she's a fun character. I agree.
Oh yeah.
I do love her character a lot. So um, what do you think she would be?
Um,
So,
damage. I feel like she'd be damaged. Like
Damage as well.
I don't mean to be mean to her, but I don't see her as a healer. Like she
That's
definitely she has like that leadership like ability to be like a cap like kind of like Captain America where like you say the right thing at the right time. You're there for your shoulder when people need you to, but like you're not a healer. Or you're not a healer. You're just like you like she literally was a trained assassin. Like I mean she's a damage for sure.
I agree. And honestly, yeah, I'm gonna go with another damage character too, because again, I can't really see him as anything else. But I'm going with another X-Men as well. I am picking Cyclops because he is not in the game yet. Jean is in the game. Wolverine's in the game. Rogue is in the game. Freaking like all the big X-Men names are in, but not Cyclops himself. Literally, leader of the X-Men is not even in the game yet. So
Yeah, that
definitely
is
gonna have to go with
shocking.
Cyclops. Because, like, from what I understand, Cyclops is basically the X Men version of Captain America. And
Hmm.
quite frankly, that makes me like his character a lot. So I would love to see Cyclops in at some point. I'm honestly wondering if they have a roadmap of like what heroes they want to release. And for people who don't know what a roadmap is, basically shows like everything they plan on releasing through a year. They kind of do that with Phasmophobia. Um, I think they recently showed their roadmap, but anyway, that's completely different game, different topic. But yeah, I think Cyclops would be a damage, and I think his super would be like him ripping off his visor and like letting his full laser like just full on. Oh, sorry, it's not a laser. I found that out recently too. Um, Whatever it is though, the beam, just like full power, like, and whoever's like in his way like gets dealt a ton of damage. But yeah, no, I think that could be fun.
Okay. Okay. Um, let's see. So Ghost Rider's not in the game, but I think it would be cool to see another variant of Ghost Rider. I keep forgetting his name, but I do like the character. The one that was the graveyard
Oh,
rider.
Carter Slade. I love
Yeah,
Carter Slade.
Carter
He's
Slade would be
super
sick.
cool. Yeah. I
It
I
could be the
agree.
same thing. Yeah, it could be the same thing with as Johnny Blaze, where it's like instead of a chopper, it's his horse. But
That'd be super cool. I think that would be a great alt skin for Ghost Rider, to be
yeah.
honest. Like I think like it even changes the look of his motorcycle to a horse. Like I think that would be perfect. But yeah, like him rocking the cowboy hat and just looking all western, that would be super dope. But funny enough, that was actually just the movie original design. In the comics, he's just like a guy that's straight up just all in white. So
Oh,
like he was like a
okay.
literal ghost rider. Yeah. So
Hmm.
it's kind of interesting that way.
I did
But
not know that.
yeah. Um all right, I'm going to go with a villain this time. Let's see. Oof. I have a huge list. Trying to think. Cuz here's the thing, a lot of these characters could have similar play styles as others, like kind of like how we've discussed. So I'm trying to um yeah, okay, I'll go with this one. I'll go with Whiplash. Whiplash, like as an Iron Man's villain. Whiplash was always an interesting
Mm.
villain to me. Um, for people who don't know, Whiplash has been both, like the character himself. I don't remember his identity, but he has been both Whiplash and Red Dynamo, who's kind of like a Russian version of the Iron Monger, which was the suit that Obadiah Stane wore. Anyway, long long story short, I think Whiplash would be interesting. He's kind of got like arc power or arc reactor powers like Tony does, but uses kind of it as an electric current or like energy current, I guess. Not necessarily electric. Can literally cut through anything. So that would be pretty interesting. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Whiplash. For Whiplash, I think he would be an interesting healer. Like maybe like he kind of defibrillates people back alive or something with his arc whips or whatever. But that's the most I could come up with in terms of Whiplash. Like I mean, he could obviously be a damage, but again, so can pretty much any of the characters cuz I mean, most of the characters that are healers, like friggin' Deadpool, his way to heal is to shoot your allies. So,
Yeah.
um yeah, not really much else to say. You could literally make anyone anything, but like just fitting him in to make him different, I would say healer. So Whiplash, healer, done.
Shite. I can't. It's so hard to pick characters now. Because like we've gone through like our main characters, you know. So, um, oh, okay. I'll go Abomination,
I do have him on my list. It's a good
and
pick.
obviously, I'm gonna pick him for a healer. You know, obviously, just
Really?
makes just no. I'm just kidding. He's he's the tank. I'm not going with the hippie version from She-Hulk. That's not gonna happen.
Although I do hope they stick to that design, the comic
Yeah,
accurate, like fishy looking design. I mean, he's literally
yeah,
called Abomination. He should look like, not that he didn't look like an abomination in the movie, but like, I don't know. It just felt like
yeah.
a way uglier version of Hulk. So, but yeah, no, I agree. That like the reason why I didn't like voice him off was kind of like the what I've been saying is like him having a different play style than Hulk. Like obviously he could like maybe he doesn't turn back into Blonsky.
Polanski. Yeah,
Yeah, Blonsky. Obviously he probably wouldn't do that because like Abomination kind of like just loves his abominable self, obviously. So that probably would be different. But like in terms of like actual damage and attack, he's very similar to Hulk. So, but yeah, no, I think he would be a fun like again like we've been saying like counter to Hulk. I think yeah, yeah, that's all I'll say for now. But
okay, okay.
sticking with my Iron Man continuation of fellow allies and enemies, I'm gonna say War Machine. So War Machine. So
Mm.
Iron Man is currently a damage. So I think it would make sense to make War Machine a tank, which would be super cool. I mean,
Mm,
he's literally got a minigun on his freaking shoulder. That would be super
yeah,
cool. I think the only problem that could like happen with him is he'd probably just end up being a flying Punisher, but I'm sure they could change some things around to make him different than Punisher. Maybe give him like a laser or like a rocket gauntlet or something. Like just make him roadie, obviously, like undeniably make him War Machine, but like I don't know. Again, like we're not game devs obviously, so it's like hard for us to come up with abilities. Like obviously you can pick something from the movies or the comics or whatever, but like at the end of the day, it could end up looking like someone else's play style and end up just being a copy and paste of like two different characters. Like if I had to say anything, it would probably be like a mix between Punisher and Iron Man cuz like I would also give him the ability to fly cuz War Machine can fly or at least in the movies. I don't know if he can in the comics. I'm sure he can, but
probably.
anyway, yeah. So War Machine, I thought he would be a fun way to, you know, like keep like because you got the X-Men, you got the Avengers, but like individualizing the Avengers, they have their own like squad or group of people. So I think War Machine would be cool to add. So, and then him being the tank version of Iron Man. So you got Iron Man is damaged, War Machine is a tank. So, there you go.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. I have a feeling this was like 90% on your list. I'm gonna go with Craven.
He is on my list.
Yeah.
Scratch.
So yeah, I'm gonna do Craven. Obviously a tank. Um, yeah, I really don't have much else. Um, I would like the lion like fur around the shoulder style. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I have another one, but like I'm gonna wait until it's my turn to go against.
No, that's fair. All right. Um, Again, I'm gonna kind of do what I've been doing now, and I didn't have her on my list originally, but I'm gonna say Rescue, which for people who don't know, Rescue
Hmm.
is Pepper Potts in her iron armor. That was her
Ah.
name, and the name being Rescue, I think it would be appropriate for her to be the healer. So you got her as the healer, Tony as the damage, and Rhodey as the tank. I think that'd be a perfect dynamic for the three. And I think it'd be fun seeing them all three together on the battlefield. And I totally forgot to bring up another thing is a lot of characters have these abilities called team up abilities where they get additional abilities from other characters if someone on your team also plays them. So I forgot to bring that up. So like I feel like Ant Man and Wasp would obviously have a team up ability or something, and you know Iron Man, Rhodey, or War Machine and Rescue would all have team up abilities. So I think that could be super cool. I would love to see something like that. So yeah, Rescue is my next pick. Yeah, healer. I think she could basically be like Iron Man, but like less of a damage output. She can fly obviously, but then like maybe her repulsors again kind of like a lot of the healers that we've been talking about. I think damage to enemies but heals towards allies or something along those lines. I think that would make sense and I think that'd be a really cool addition to rivals. So,
Okay. I'm gonna go with Harry Osborn.
ooh, okay. So are you talking New Goblin then? Or
Yeah.
Hobgoblin?
I'm talking like the one from Tobey Maguire's universe.
Okay, interesting. So he's kind of just a
Like
sportier version of Green Goblin.
yeah.
It's an interesting pick.
He could throw kind of, I mean, it could like, easily. I don't want it to be like just like his own specific character. Like he kind of if it would feel right for it to be like a Green Goblin variant skin or whatever that you can use, obviously. Um, because I don't think we need like two types of Green Goblins. So like it would have to be like a variant of a of like his dad, obviously. So
Yeah, and I mean that'd be kind of cool if they did like a Harry Osborn skin. Like, um, unfortunately we probably won't get to it, or we could probably talk about it real quick. Is like some Marvel rival cosmetics we'd like. So like for me, like costume wise, I would love them to all have their classic suits from the comic books, and all of them that do have them, their MCU counterparts. So like everyone gets their MCU. Um,
mm,
and then I'm gonna go with my mains real quick, and then like I'll let you shift over. But for Spider-Man, I'd want the Steve Ditko from the Amazing Fantasy, so like very first comic book, Scarlet Spider, and Noir. So I would love those three as suits for Spider-Man. And then I'll
okay.
let you pick some now.
Um, uh, okay. So I would want um like more MCU accurate like skins. Like I want um I want Star-Lord Chris Chris Evans. Or
Chris
is it Chris
Pratt.
Evans? Chris Pratt. Yeah, I was about to say it's not Chris Evans, Chris Pratt. I'd want Chris Pratt. I want all the Chris's. I want Chris Hemsworth. I want Chris Pratt. I want
S- So in
I
terms of
gotta
suits, I know they have for Thor they have Chris Hemsworth's Love and Thunder suit.
yeah.
For Captain America, they have his Avengers Infinity War suit, so like his Nomad suit. Um,
I
and
don't know.
then
Do they Star-Lord? Do they have his normal one
they
or is it
have his Guardians of the Galaxy 3 suit, so like his blue one with like the red accents and the golden like star thing on his chest. So he doesn't have his
okay,
mask, but he does like have like Chris Evans or Chris Pratt's face. So
okay, so maybe I'm not like as up to date as I thought I was with it. But
I mean, to be fair, a lot of those skins. I mean, I do like the Chris Pratt Guardians of the Galaxy 3 suit. I think that's my favorite of all their suits. Like I don't mind the red trench coat or the red jacket, but all their matching blue with red accent suits, like love those. Love those a lot. Um yeah, I mean that wasn't even half the list. So okay, so bear with me. I can either do a part 2 for my next
wait,
episode
are we out of
or
time?
yeah, we're at an hour already.
What?
Yeah,
I feel like we're only at like 30 minutes into it.
I know, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, plus like three, I think, that weren't on my list that you brought up. And that wasn't even half the list. So I can either really quick go through my entire list, just listing off names, no abilities, no like specialists or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or I could save it for a part 2 and we can rattle them off there. Cause yeah, no, I have a ton of characters on here, obviously, um,
Yeah.
but I don't know how much um, people are into Marvel Rivals. Like, obviously, I love it, and that's why I'm talking about it in this episode, and it being pop culture as well as related to Marvel specifically, and that seems to be kind of our go to when it comes to topics, which personally I'm
Yeah.
fine with. I would be fine if we straight up just became a Marvel podcast at this point, but
Oh god. Oh gosh, yeah.
so yeah. What do we want to do? Because I could either do that or I could save it for like a part 2.
Um, I really enjoy it, so like I kind of want to do a part two of this because I kind of really enjoy this
Alrighty.
this topic.
I will save that for my next episode, so I will keep these to the side. But let me do my outro. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Sense of Humor podcast. If you guys have not already, please go check out my boy Phantom Voyager on Twitch. He streams a lot more often than I do. I mean, I've been taking a break, so definitely check him out. And he's going to have a lot more time doing so since he's going to have 2 weeks to himself. So please go check out his channel. Please consider following and help grow his channel, help us all grow, help me and my friends grow so we can become the next YouTuber group or whatever. Sorry if I'm super enthusiastic, but you know what, I'm excited, I want it to happen, I'd love for it to happen. So, and all my friends are great. Like, I love anytime we all get together in game, it's a blast, and
Mm-hmm.
like I can never not have fun with these guys. And in fact, it's hard for me to stream by myself. So again, please reconsider following us all and just pick whoever's your favorite to watch, obviously. But following us all would also be a huge support. And when one of us isn't streaming, you got like 5 other guys to watch. So
Just constant entertainment.
yeah. And then obviously you guys are here on this channel. It'll be back up and running soon, hopefully. I mean, I got 2 days off, so long weekend. And I'll probably have that new branding up. I'll send you some pictures, Travis, because I'm actually curious what
Ooh,
you'll
ooh,
think of my
ooh,
new
ooh.
design.
Okay.
And then yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to plug. I mean, I have my YouTube channel, but I haven't posted in a while. I will be doing some new stuff, obviously, as well. And then go check out our Sense of Humor podcast YouTube channel where we have all our past episodes except one, which I will not bring up, but we do. Yeah. And honestly, we're gonna like at some point Travis will stop being a host of this podcast. So we're gonna try and get in as many episodes as possible, obviously, because we love doing this podcast, and I hate to see Travis go, but he's going on to do some greater and bigger things. So please wish him the best as he goes and does those great things. But obviously the support also helps us, so who knows? Um, but that's all I really got to say. Any other closing thoughts, Travis?
Mm, besides subscribing and having a good rest of the day and hope to see them next time? No, not really.
Alrighty, then we will catch you all guys next time. Peace.
Peace.